cats! Move, 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 move. I am like flying to these windows. Oh my goodness. Lambeau's like, what the heck is happening? Lambeau, I've not run that fast in a very long time. Lambeau! You cannot dive bomb the cats! I know you're excited because I was running around, but that does not give you an excuse to flatten the cats like a pancake. My goodness, puppy. Okay. Sorry for that exciting, chaotic introduction to a vlog. I went to the bathroom and it was like mildly overcast. Not that bad. Partially sunny. Go to the bathroom. Sounds like wind starts picking up. I come out of the bathroom and it's like the floodgates of heaven themselves opened up, and all of the windows on the right side of my house had rain just like flying into them, so I had to fly through the house to close all of those windows so rain didn't keep pouring in. Oh my goodness. That was chaos. Does this weather just make you extra cuddly? Is that what's going on right now? This is what I'm looking at right now. Boop. Oh, mistaken boops were made. I have been spending my day so far working on getting designs ready for what I had talked about in my last vlog, which was getting more things going for the Etsy shop. I don't know what that was. So I have this photo frame that I picked up from a thrift store that I want to put like Harry Potter designs in all of these. I talked about this in a previous vlog, but so I've been working on like making different, like I have different templates here that I've been drawing out, and my whole notebook is upside down because I accidentally drew it upside down and did that whole one upside down. But these are all ideas that I have. This is the direction it'll actually be when it's right side up. So I have to go through and decide which one of these I want to use, which ones I don't want to use, if I want to make multiple. So like whoever buys this can switch them out if they want to is also an option. So going through, looking at designs, trying to figure out what I want, and then once I figure out what I want, then I'll go through and make the designs in Cricut Design Space. But I've also gone ahead and prepped already designs for a couple mugs that I am making. So on this cart over here, I have all of these 6 mugs that are here are all going to be, I'm going to put vinyl on them and use my dishwasher safe Mod Podge on them and let them cure, and then these are all going to be available in the shop. So these 4 I found for $2 for all 4 of them, and they are clearly the Hogwarts house colors. So I went ahead and I got logos for each one of the 4 Hogwarts houses, and a while back I had gotten this metallic permanent vinyl for like $5. It's a 12 by 12 basic sampler, so there is 5 different sheets of matte metallic vinyl in here. So I'm going to use this as the vinyl, and what I'm going to do is the mugs are the 4 main colors of the houses, so I'm going to use their secondary color as the vinyl metallic color. The Gryffindor mug will be the red mug, and I will use the gold vinyl in here, and Slytherin will be the green mug, and I'll use the silver vinyl in here, and Hufflepuff I'll use, I think there's like a black metallic, and Ravenclaw there is a bronze metallic. So that is what I'm going to use. And I saw this and it just ended up working out perfectly because I saw it, I had already had these mugs, and I was like, this is exactly what I want to do. So those designs are ready to go in Cricut. I'm not going to actually cut any of them out until I have all of the designs for this photo frame done. so I can just prep everything and hopefully cut it all out in one fell swoop and then not have to worry about it. So I'm going to keep working on getting these figured out, because once I have the designs I want, then I have to actually go in and start sizing everything in Cricut Design Space, which is what's gonna take a while. So I'm going to just keep working on that. I'll check in with you guys after I have that ready to go. By the time this vlog goes up, I will have already listed all of the stuffed animals that you see behind me, and most likely I would have already listed the Harry Potter like photo frame collage thing. So definitely go check out my Etsy shop to see if any of those are still available, and if they are, snag them, because I'm not making multiples. Like, if you want this Harry Potter frame thing, you gotta go get it now, because it might not be there anymore. The mugs I know I will not have posted yet, because those take 28 days to cure. So be watching vlogs to see when those go up, and also follow my other Etsy social medias. I have my Etsy page, which is Misprint Tees, has a Facebook page and an Instagram, and when I post new things, that is where I will say, like, these things are live right now. So if you follow them, you will see those posts and you will have a better chance of being the first person to get your hands on them. So highly recommend you go follow the Facebook page and the Instagram account. Both links are in the description of this video, so you can just go into the description and click those for easy access to those pages. But like I said, I will catch up to you again after I have this done a little more, and I will show you what the designs look like in Cricut Design Space and show you how I go about sizing them. All right, so I have all of these different designs in here that I plan on using for this guy. And I wanted to go ahead and show you, just goes over a little bit more for that last Dementor that's over there. But I wanted to show you how I go about sizing everything the way it needs to be. So what I've done is I took this one page and I just measured out all of these bits so I have those dimensions. And then I'll go into here where it says shapes, and I'll click a square. And then when it pops up, I'm gonna bring this square over here. You come up to this top bit here, and you click that little lock so it unlocks it, and then you can change the size. So like the width, I'm gonna do 5.5, and then see it changes. And the height, I'm going to do 3.25. And now that is 5.5 inches long by 3.25 inches tall. And that will be the square that I use for all of the pieces I plan on putting in this rectangle. So I'm gonna do that with all of these, so I have all of them, and then start resizing. Now this looks so tiny in comparison to all of these currently, because this is blown up very big. Like, this is currently showing like almost 60 inches worth of like image right now. So all of these need to be significantly smaller anyway, but this exact rectangle and doing this is going to help me know exactly the absolute biggest they can be without me having to like measure and look into each one of these. So I'm gonna be working on that for a while. All right, it is much later in the evening now. I have all of the pieces essentially done and ready to go for the picture frame. I am doing way more than I thought I was initially, but those are all sized and ready to go. I just need to figure out colors and what I want to do for the background of the picture frame, but all of that will come later. Now I was going to work on sizing the vinyl pieces for the mugs. When you're working with mugs, you want to be careful of like the curve that they have, because obviously mugs are curved, and a lot of times they are curved not only this way, but also they angle like sideways. So this one you can see it goes straight down, and then right about here it starts curving in. And some mugs, they're like widest at the top, and then they just constantly, they just start curving all the way in until they get to the bottom. And those you have to just watch out for. Depending on how the mug curves will depend on how big you can make your design. Because if your design is too big, you run the risk of it like molding with the curve, and as a result like folding over on itself, or you get these weird puckers in there that you don't want. So to make sure that everything stays smooth, you want to make sure that you are like keeping your design fairly small. Now, on these mugs, I don't have to do that much trial and error because of how the mug goes. It's straight right here and it starts curving here. So I know I want to avoid this curve here and keep it just on this part, but also with the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, I don't want to put that too close up to the rim where your mouth would be. So I'm really limited to just kind of right here. And that is about 2 inches that I have to work with. I might actually make the designs just slightly smaller than that. So I know the height of these has to be 2 inches or smaller. So like this one is 2 inches high exactly. I might actually bring that down slightly to like I might make it like 1.8. And same with this one, I might make this one like 1.8 as well. And then I don't have to worry about them either coming too far up on this or too far down and hitting this extra curve, because that will mess up with the design a lot. So for these, it's actually pretty simple to size them on these specific mugs and get everything like worked out. But other mugs, you gotta be a little more careful. I do have mugs up there that I have made, which you can see up there. And those, the design, I had to keep 2 inches at a maximum, because while the curve only went like around the actual like circle of the mug, it didn't curve in like this at all. I was still using like a solid piece of vinyl, and if it was too big, it would have like warped and buckled. So I could only go so big with those without it, basically without the image looking distorted. So that's what I have for these. I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna play around with doing like the letters on the opposite side of the mug. But I will catch up with you guys again then when I am ready to cut all of this vinyl out.